Greetings, this is Mr. Solomon once again with another edition of Teacher Gaming Desk. Today is episode 11 and we'll be exploring a game called Dr. Guts. So learning about the human body system. So I'm going to sign in with my account. First thing I do is go to desk.teachergaming.com and I find the game that has lessons associated with it. So I see there's some new games that have shown up this summer, and as I scroll down I'll see that I have Dr. Guts under organs. So if I want to save this as a favorite, I'll just click on the little gold star and now it's part of my favorites. So I'm going to preview the lesson. This shows you an overview YouTube movie of how to play Dr. Guts. I can create a copy, as I showed in an earlier episode, how to customize these lessons for your own needs, for your own students. And so we're going to learn about the digestive system, playing a human anatomy game. So we have some background knowledge. This is what the game looks like. You basically keep adding different parts of its body system, digestive in this case. You have resources over here on the right that you can get more information, as well as movies. So this would probably take 20 minutes to do the introduction, go over the background knowledge. How does food travel through the body? Learn about the heart, lots of great resources. And then we learn about the lungs. So I could spend a day or two getting some background knowledge, exploring some of these resources, having students learn more about the body before they play. And when I'm ready to play, I just click on the play button. So now's the time to play Dr. Guts. Pay attention to all the organs that are featured. So here you can see my name should be signed in somewhere. I'm not logged in yet, so now if I go to Teacher Gaming, you can see that there's a lesson in progress, and then I'll click Dr. Guts and launch it. So keep an eye out on my name up here, and you'll see that once I click launch, this is a browser-based game, so there's no installation required. And as the game starts up, I'm going to go back and forth between the two tabs. So right now the game is firing up. Now that the game is loaded, I can see that I'm seeing my ID in my class. I'm going to turn off the music so I'm not distracted. And then I can look at the different parts of this game. So if I want to select a patient, once I've played the tutorial, you see you have different patients that you can choose from. I'm going to start with the tutorial, and then we're going to start playing. So this is the introduction to the game. You're in a doctor's office. I'm the new surgical assistant. There is Dr. Guts, and we're going to learn about how the body functions. So we're going to poke at someone's innards. Here comes our first subject. He approaches the table. Got to read a little bit of information first. Okay, so this is the intro. And then we get down to the basics. So this is really the interface of the game. So you click on objects. So I'm going to click on the mouth. And then I'm going to click on the encyclopedia. And I can learn about the cardiovascular system, the digestive system, excretory system, different materials. So you always have resources within the game. So now we're going to draw a line from the mouth all the way down to the toilet. If I want to destroy a section, I can click. So let's try that again. And then I'm going to click activate. This is the most basic step, is just mouth to toilet, and then we'll start using the digestive system to see what happens after food enters the mouth. So I can play this level again. This shows me the different patients. And then we'll move on to the next patient and the next level. Okay, so I finished level 1 of the tutorial, learning how the mouth moves to the toilet. Now we see our first patient who's not feeling very well. So there's music and text that explains what's going on. So, checking if I'm still here. Now we're going to learn how poop is made. Kids should love that. Put some organs on the body and see what happens. So now that we've learned the basics, we start with the mouth, then we go to the stomach to learn what the stomach does. I have an information panel, and then I can click on the intestines and see what the intestines do. And then clicking on the plus signs adds these two organs to our body. So first we go, food enters the mouth, travels to the stomach. Food then leaves the stomach, travels to the intestines, and then the intestines moves to the toilet. So once I have my organs connected, I'm ready to click activate, and I can see here's the food over on the right. Clicking the activate button, food goes into the mouth, travels into the stomach. This tells me what's happening. Okay, I can make organs work by tapping on them, make them work faster. So as I see the stomach gets full, I need to click on the intestine, and I click on the stomach and make it get rid of the food. Then I need to make sure I'm moving before the time goes up. So I'm making sure that none of these get too full. That my stomach is emptying, I can make them work faster. Clicking on the intestines. Clicking on them makes them work faster. Experiment succeeded. We're now ready to go on to level 3. So I'll keep playing a few more levels, give you an idea of how these work. So now I'm ready to see my third patient. We're going to add a new organ called the pancreas. So you can see the pancreas helps the stomach. We have 2 stomachs on this patient. It's a little unusual, but it's going to help me see how the digestive system works. So mouth goes to stomach, and then stomach goes to intestines. And then I'm going to try to go to another mouth. Not okay. So let's connect the pancreas. Okay, now I should be able to connect the second stomach. So I have 2 stomachs. I can't connect it to the pancreas. I can connect it to the intestines, and then the intestines go down to the toilet to get rid of waste. So now that we activate it, we can see how food is coming up through the tubes into the mouth, going into the 2 stomachs. You see the flow. I can then click on the pancreas to send enzymes to the intestines for faster processing. So you can see the enzymes moving. I can see how it's getting full. If it gets too full, I click on the pancreas to make it work a little harder. Click on the stomach. So clicking on items makes them work a little faster. Making sure the pancreas is sending enzymes to the intestines, and making sure that the stomach doesn't get too full with food before sending food down to the next section. Okay, so we're just going to let this run until we run out of food, and then the level will be completed. So it takes a little time to wait for everything to move along, but I did finish the level successfully, ready to move on to the next level in the tutorial. Here is our next patient. I like how the bed flips the former patient right out the window. So now we have Mike Pumperton. He's going to do a cardio care test. Now we'll learn about the cardiovascular system, how the heart and the lungs work together. Okay, patients should not talk about what happens. So here is our patient. Here we have a cardiovascular system. Tells me what it does. I can always click on the encyclopedia to get more information over here. So this tells me some more. So I'm going to add it. Don't worry about hooking it up. The bloodstream connects all the organs. Okay. So then I'm going to connect the stomach, intestines, pancreas. We've learned this. Mouth goes to the stomach. Stomach goes to the intestines. Pancreas goes to the intestines. Add the heart and lungs. Stomach, intestines, pancreas. So as we learned last time, the mouth goes from food to the stomach. Stomach to the intestines. Pancreas goes to the intestines. And then the body gets rid of waste by clicking on the toilet. Now if we activate, Nothing happens to the heart and lungs, they just pretty much stay there. Food travels, goes down. Tap and drag the system to supercharge the stomach, so let's follow that tutorial. So you can see by clicking and dragging, I'm helping the stomach do its job. If I see a happy face, I know everybody's happy. So we're going to send some more enzymes down into the stomach, into the intestines, I should say. Help process the food. Anytime I see a little air in my lungs, I can move that to the stomach to ease with digestion. Keep sending food from the pancreas into the stomach to break down the juices. Anytime I see a little cloud form, I know that I can drag that onto the stomach to help with digestion. Clicking on items helps them work faster. So you basically run through these sections until all the food is done. So I can see that there's broccoli and carrots traveling through. I have some air I need to put on my stomach. The more air you give the stomach, the faster it can process food. Intestines need to get food out through the toilet, getting rid of waste. So I just keep doing this until the level completes. So I finished level 3, I'm ready for level 4, called Stu Returns. So it looks like our friend Stu is back and requesting more food. So let's continue testing. We'll load the tube with all the food he just found in the dump truck outside, and we'll see how fast his body can process some of this food. So now we have 2 stomachs, 2 intestines, and heart and lungs. So let's start with the heart and lungs. Then we'll add 1 stomach, we'll add a 2nd stomach, we'll add 1 set of intestines, another set of intestines, and we'll add in the pancreas. So as you remember, food travels from the mouth to the stomach, stomach to the intestines, intestines to the toilet. And then we're going to have the second mouth go to the second stomach, actually, then to the intestines, and then our pancreas, and then we're going to move down to the toilet. So we're now doing this twice, and then I'm going to have my pancreas choose one of the 2 stomachs. I'm not sure if I can connect it both ways. Yes, I can. So now I'm ready. So now I have 2 of everything. The pancreas is feeding both the intestines. 1 mouth is going to 2 different stomachs, and then as our heart and lungs create oxygen, I can drag those to the stomach to help them process food more quickly. So food is getting pushed up, it's coming in. Once I have an oxygen, so now I have to monitor 2 different stomachs and 2 different intestines, all based on 1 heart and lungs. So I'm just keeping an eye on things, making sure who's getting more full. I'm going to send some enzymes to the 2 intestines. Make sure I keep my oxygen going and air going into the stomachs to help process food. Make sure the pancreas sends enzymes to the intestines. So students are learning about body systems in a really fun way. And so you can see my pancreas needs to work a little harder. And I'm keeping an eye on their eyes and seeing who's getting more full. So if I send some enzymes to the stomach, when the intestines don't look happy, it helps them process, and our experiment succeeded. So we'll just keep going through these sections and levels, and each time you learn how to add different body parts. If I go back to TeacherGaming desk, you can see in my progress here that I've completed the tutorial, and I've done levels 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm going to have to look at Tabby Twinkles. So here she comes in. So you can explore this some more. When I'm finished playing the game, I can then go to Share and Discuss. And then we can see, how did you like playing? How far did you get? What was your favorite organ? What did students learn about organs? Then I can do an assessment and see exactly what students learned throughout this game. So labeling the body parts. So it's a great way to look at how organs function and what their jobs are. When the lesson is complete, I click Complete Lesson. And then it says there's only one student out of 37 I have listed, and it's complete because I'm playing this alone today. And then I can rate the game. Give it 4 stars, click done, and then you can see the skill points that I've earned by playing this game. It's at 21st century skills, and I'm also learning some biology. And then if I go back to the TeacherGaming Desk app, the game shuts itself down on purpose or automatically, and then I can keep playing if I like. So, Dr. Guts, good way to learn about different body systems for students in a fun way. Thanks for watching.